I'll introduce about myself. I'm Ravi Dubey. I'm a regional manager of my company. My company name is Wall 3D. So basically, we sell and we sell 3D printers and consumables, and we provide after sales support to our customers in India. And our head office is in Mumbai, and we have offices pan India. So today, actually, most of the things have been covered by previous speaker, that Praveen ji, and like actually he has covered a lot of advanced things. So I'll start with very basic things like let's say practical things about 3D printings and how 3D printings are being used in educational sectors and other sectors, and
Ravi sir,
some like
Ravi sir, excuse me. Ravi sir, excuse me. So can you go for enable to edit, sir, once? Enable to edit and presentation mode.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, sir, I
Sir,
didn't check.
just Ravi sir, just I want to give just brief overview, sir,
Yes.
about you. Yes, so dear participants, so Ravi Dubey with us now. He's a regional manager of Whole 3D. So Ravi is having around 10 years of experience and expertise in the field of additive manufacturing. Throughout his career, he has had a privilege working in the some Indians reputed organizations and educational institutes and research institutes, including IITs, NITs, DRDO, ISRO. For his past 5 years experience, he is as a leading of the whole 3D Hyderabad office, where he is a successful delivered more than 2,000 3D printers across the academic and industrial and R&D sectors. So this is about brief overview about Mr. Ravi Dubey. So thank you, sir. So now you can start sharing the screen, sir.
Okay. So I think my screen is visible to everybody. So I'm just confirming from your side too.
No, sir, it's not visible. You can share the
Not
screen,
visible.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
It's visible, sir. Okay.
You
Thank you.
can see the presentations.
Okay. So, sir, actually, I think Praveen ji have covered a lot of advanced thing. I want to make it very practical and very basic things. So let us understand what is 3D printing. So, in 2D printing, what happens? See, actually, I will start with basic and I will give some overview of software as well, like what softwares are being used. Now, a lot of development is done in 3D printing, so I'll also discuss about that technology as well. So 3D printing, in 2D printing, what happens? So we write something on the computer in 2D and then we save in PDF format and then we take printout, right, with the help of some 2D printer. In the same way, in 3D printing, what happens? We design something in some 3D modeling software and after designing, we take printout. So basically 3D printing is a process to create a physical model with the help of digital file. So there are a lot of 3D modeling softwares. So what softwares are there like in 3D modeling? It could be engineering softwares and it could be of some sculpting softwares. Now 3D printings are being used in several industries. I know like it is not only used in mechanical industry, it is being used in several industries like gifting, sculpting. So softwares are not limited. There are different softwares as per industry as well. Let us discuss about engineering softwares like SolidWorks, CATIA, Autodesk, Fusion 360, and Autodesk Inventor. So all these are in this like engineering softwares which we use for engineering modelings. And lot of softwares are sculpting. Like suppose that like you may have observed in like currently 3D printings are like is trending. In a lot of people are making selfie or some statue type something. So they are using some software like Blender, Maya, ZBrush. So with the help of some ZBrush and Maya, we can create some statue and we can do 3D printing as well. So as I told you, like 3D printing is a process to create a 3D model with the help of 3D designs. So so what is the process? Like first we create a 3D model, then we after like 3D modeling means after doing some designing, we generate STL file. I'll explain about it like what is the what is STL file and all later. And after exporting the STL file, we do slicing. So I'll tell what is slicing actually. There are different slicing tools. Basically, so once we do designing, so after designing we convert in STL file, right? So what happened that STL is complete solid file, but printer doesn't understand complete solid file. So what we do slicing of that part. What suppose that if we have designed any cube or anything, so once we do export, so we export
Sir,
in
Ravi,
STL format.
sir, excuse me, sir. Don't mind. Can you keep in the presentation mode, sir? Once, please. Sir, it is not in presentation mode, sir. Please keep in presentation mode. In the minus is there, sir. Minus near minus. So there is a
Okay.
symbol below.
Okay.
Below. Or you can type you can type directly F5, sir. Sir, you can directly type F5. Means not the outside, sir. You click F5, sir. Now click F5.
1 minute, sir.
Yes, sir. You can click F5. Or sir, here below there is an icon, sir. See here below. Minus is then a plus or minus. So in the minus there is one icon. You can click that icon.
It is not visible, sir, to you.
So you close this one. Help. You close help and go to below. Your
Okay.
charging point is there, sir. You can see the charging below charge.
Okay.
And
Okay.
above the charge there is a minus. Yes, the minus is there. Minus. See minus and plus. In the minus, there is one option. See, sir, that one you click it like a mug, jug. It's looking like a jug.
Sir, sir, to the left
Box,
side
sir.
of that minus
Yes,
sign, there is one
that is
icon.
one.
Please,
Yes, nearby that.
Here you want to see?
That
exactly above the
ENG is there,
exactly above the ENG.
ENG top
Exactly
above.
above
Yes,
the
that is
ENG,
one.
there is
ENG.
one symbol. Press that. No. Sir, just listen to me. There is one symbol of mic at the end of
Okay.
your laptop. There is one symbol of mic, right?
Okay.
After that, ENG is written.
Yes.
Yes, just above that, there is one icon. Click on that icon. You will
Okay.
directly
Okay.
go in presentation mode from that slide only.
So I have clicked
So
on
please
that.
do.
Like it is visible now.
No,
No, sir.
it is now in the presentation mode.
Okay. So now it's perfect, right?
Yes, sir. Now it's perfect.
Okay.
You
Okay, sir.
can go
Okay.
with your
Okay.
presentation.
Okay. Cool. Sir, cool. So basically, as I was saying, first we generate HTML file and then we do slicing. So HTML file is complete solid file. So but printer doesn't understand like HTML file. So what we do slicing. So now we use some different tools for slicing. So like every 3D printer comes with different slicing software. Like let's say earlier we were using Cura. Now like every brands are like they are giving slicing software as per their own printers. Like so I'm discussing about FDM printers and basically resin printers. So what we do, we actually like upload that HTML file on that softwares, and once we load that software, so what the like software actually like breaks that HTML file into different layers. So that's why we call it as slicing. So after uploading that HTML file, we do some changing the parameter, like sometimes we change layer height and top bottom thickness, cell thickness, wall thickness, and sometimes we actually change print speed. Sometimes we change platform adhesion type as well. So you can ask me what is platform adhesion type. Actually, I'll explain you about that as well. Platform adhesion is like sometimes suppose that if you are printing, your part has to be stick on the bed. So we actually sometimes we give beam or raft in the platform adhesion so that it can stick on the bed perfectly. So after doing slicing, we actually like save that file into G-code format. So G-code is basically machine language for the 3D printers, and then we give that file into 3D printer, and finally your object is created. So this is the basic things about 3D 3D printing. So before 3D printing, one conventional manufacturing is already there. I think you already might be aware, that is CNC machining, right? So CNC machining, we also call it subtractive manufacturing. So what happens, we give a material like this, and it cuts material deep, and as it creates the design like this. But in CNC, you can see like a lot of material wastage are there. In 3D printing, what happens that we give materials, and it creates object layer by layer. Actually, it adds each layer, and finally your object is created. So there is very less wastage in additive manufacturing. So this is the difference between additive manufacturing and subtractive manufacturing. So I'm right now I'm explaining why 3D, why 3D printing is necessary. Other technology is already there, like injection molding and some vacuum casting. So what is different between how 3D printing is differentiated from that other technology? So let us let us discuss about this injection molding and 3D printing. So what happens? Suppose that if you have a single part which is already validated, and you need that some 10,000 and 1 lakh pieces, then normally you go for injection molding. But suppose that if you have some different designs, and you have a very less lead time, then sometimes industries are going for 3D printing. They are adopting because they can create 10 different designs and 100 pieces, 200 pieces in a very less time in 3D printing technology. So in this way, for faster manufacturing and for batch production, you can go with 3D printing technology. And nowadays, a lot of industrial applications are there for 3D printing, like it is being used in the interior purpose. You can see, this is our experience center in the Mumbai. So this tree structure and this wall, everything is 3D printed. And this 3D printers are being used in home decor purpose as well. I think we can give the same thing to our student as well, so that they will be aware for their entrepreneurship and all in the future. So 3D printing is transforming architecture and interior by enabling rapid prototyping of models, customized furnitures. So you can currently a lot of furniture industries are adopting 3D printers. Actually, what they are doing before going for mass production, they are using 3D printers to create furniture model like sofa and some other different customized chairs before going for mass molding. And sometimes what they are doing, suppose that if any big client, big corporates are coming for different customized something furnitures. So first they are showing design, and they are printing design as per their needs. They are showing to them. Once they are doing giving validation, then they are going for manufacturing process. So this is being done. Some people are doing adopting 3D printing. They are doing they are using 3D printing as a pattern. First, even in statue industry or some other industry. So what they are doing? So they are printing big statue, and they are making it as a pattern, and after making pattern they are converting in die, die, and then they are creating actual model, currently 3D printers are being used in handicraft industry as well. So what they do, they actually make pattern with 3D printed parts, and then they are doing sand casting, and with the sand casting they are converting their actual part in silver and bronze. So this is being this is happening in 3D printing. 3D printings are currently popular in this fashion industry as well. So they are actually printing a lot of unique garments, footwear, accessories, and personalized, eco-friendly, futuristic these parts. So they are making this type of footwear and these fashionable parts. 3D printings are very popular in jewelry and dental industry as well. So in jewelry industry, what they are doing, they are suppose that if I have to create any design, I'll create design, and then currently what they are doing after creating design, they are doing investment casting directly. So lot of direct castable resins are coming. So with that resin, I'll directly print like this necklace, earring, or some rings, and then I'll do casting. So they are able to generate their design faster, and they are able to create intricate designs as well. So this is happening in jewelry industries. So like it is being used in automobile parts, like lightweight components, faster design, like these things are happening. 3D printings are being used in some prosthetics and dental industry as well. So in dental industry, they are printing dental crown, clear aligner, surgical guides, and braces as well. So, and you can see here on anatomical model, these are like some a lot of educational institutes are, they are also adopting 3D printing. So they are printing a lot of anatomical model to show to their students. So what can be done, like currently in a lot of doctors are adopting 3D printers. So what they are doing, recently what happened, I supplied printer to one of the doctors in Hyderabad. So basically he is from he is actually orthopedic surgeon. So before going for any surgical things, so he took like CT scan of that part, like knee or something, and then like they convert the DICOM file to STL, and then do 3D printing. Like, and then like it is easy for him to do surgical planning. So this is being used, and you can see here like 3D printers are being used for architectural purpose as well. So a lot of architectures and builders, they are using 3D printers. Like it is easy for them to show them to their clients how, like how they are, like how your 2 BHK and 3 BHK will look like. 3D printers are being used for gifting sectors as well. A lot of people are using some gifting like sculpting, like this statue type something. So these things are going on. As informed you earlier, for this type of things, we use some sculpting software, that is Maya and ZBrush software. And once, if we have knowledge of Maya ZBrush, we can directly convert this file into G code and then like STL file, and then with that STL file, we are able to print it. We can use some 3D printing for spare parts as well. So 3D printings are being used for animated structure like figurines and some different tangible dimensional models as well. So 3D printings are being used in robotics as well. So these things are happening. So 3D printings are being used in education. So like to learn the, like to show the student like how 3D printing work, what is the education, like what is the advantage of 3D printings. So this is being used like this. So there are different types of 3D printings like FDM, SLA, DLP, DMLS, SLS technology. So FDM and SLA are very popular in consumer industries and some startup industry as well, and it is very useful in education sector as well. DMLS is actually completely different. It is used in some heavy industries. FDM and SLA are very popular in education industry. I'll explain about this FDM 3D printing. So FDM 3D printing is basically, FDM is fused deposition modeling. So what happens that we actually use thermoplastics here. So thermoplastics comes in wire form, which we call filaments. So filaments gets melted at certain temperature and get extruded layer by layer at a certain temperature, and finally your object is created. Now come to the thermoplastics. What are thermoplastics are being used in FDM 3D printing technology? So like PLA, ABS, PETG, TPU, nylon, polycarbonate, so and HIPS. So a lot of thermoplastics are there. Total around 25 thermoplastics are there. So based on the application, we use that thermoplastics. There is another technology that is SLA 3D printing. So SLA 3D printing, what like it's like a stereolithography. So what happens like in technology, because in this technology it is like little different from FDM. In FDM we actually use like thermoplastics that is in wire form. We call it a filament, right? In SLA 3D printing we use actually we use resins which is in liquid form, and this is also known as wet polymerization technique. So what happens in this technology, in this technology, we use some wet, and we use liquid, we actually pour liquid resin in the tank, and there is a two things are there like LCD and LED. So LCD, like actually we use is like LED to project light through the LCD, and resin gets cured layer by layer as per our design, and our the object is created. In SLA technology, like in here in resin technology, there are three actually technology. One is SLA. In SLA, we use laser to cure the resin. What resin you are using? That is photosensitive resin. Photo means light sensitive resin. Means we are actually what we are doing. We are using light source to cure the resin. So there are different techniques to cure the resin. One is SLA. That is in SLA we use UV laser to cure the resin. There is another technology that is DLP. In DLP, we are using digital projector as a UV light source to cure the entire layer at once. And there is one more technology that is LCD. So LCD is currently like very cheaper and it is popular in the market. So LCD is liquid crystal display. So here we use LCD screen and some specific light pattern for curing. So SLA is most widely adopted technology. Actually, it is useful for more industry purpose, and LCD is used for like hobbyists and makers and some educational purpose. So a lot of hobbyist makers and like some miniature model making person and like lot of educational colleges they are buying LCD printers for education purpose. As I told you earlier, there are different types of filaments as well, which is filaments which is used in which is being used in FDM technology. That is PLA, which is polylactic acid, ABS, acetonitrile, butadiene styrene, nylon, HIPS, PVA, PETG, TPU, polycarbonate, carbon fiber, conductive filament, metallic filament, glow in the dark filament, wood filament. Here each filament have different applications. So now, like normally for just for demonstration purpose, prototyping purpose, we use PLA plastics. PLA is basically biodegradable plastics. It is made up of cornstarch. So it is very useful. It is easy to print as well. So a lot of people are using PLA plastics for their prototyping purpose. This is ABS. So ABS, in ABS, what happens? Suppose that if you have to make some durable component and some study come like some strong and durable component, and so normally we should go for ABS material. So what happens? Suppose that if you are making any enclosure, electronics enclosure, and that should be heat resistance and study strong as well, then you should go for ABS material. Then there is a material nylon material. In nylon material, what happens? Suppose that if you are making a strong part and that should be rug type, rugged and rigid, then you should go for nylon material. Then there is material HIPS. Suppose that if you are making any part where a lot of impacts may be there, so you need to print in HIPS. One more thing I want to add, sometimes in FDM technology, you may have seen we use dual nozzle printer, right? So dual nozzle means what is the like use of dual nozzle? We actually print actual part with the primary nozzle and we give support with the some other material. So sometimes like what we do, suppose that if I don't have support material, so I print actual part with PLA material and I'll print support with the PLA material as well, right? But here is some different advantage of having a dual nozzle machine. So there are some two plastics which is being used as support material. One is PVA and one is HIPS material. So suppose that if I am printing PLA material, like some any design with the PLA material, and that design is complex. So sometimes what happens that if your design is complex and there are a lot of supports are there, overhanging supports. So sometimes it is very like difficult to remove the support. So what happens? We give support with the PVA material. PVA is polyvinyl acetate and polyvinyl alcohol acetate actually we say, and it is actually water like it is water dissolvable material. So what happens? Your actual part will be printed with PLA material and your support will be printed with PVA material with the help of secondary nozzle. And once your design is created, you can dip the part into water, warm water, and your support will be detached automatically. So this is the advantage of having secondary nozzle in FDM technology. So here I wanted to explain like, so this PVA is suitable with PLA material for support. Here, suppose that if I want to print ABS material and ABS material like the part which I am going to print is complex. complex geometry. So for that complex geometry, I have to give support, right? So for that support, I'll use HIPS material. So HIPS material is not a water dissolvable material. I have to use some different different chemicals, that is D-luminine. If I use like that D-luminine, that HIPS will automatically dissolve and I'll get IBS parts. So this is advantage of dual nozzle machines. This is PETG material. PETG is also a strong material, durable material. So like a lot of people are using PETG material as well. So PETG is nothing but a normal PET plastics, which you may have heard. We actually mixed glycol to make it 3D printable. So what is suppose that some people ask suppose that here ABS is there and PETG is there. Both are strong and both are durable. So which material I should use, ABS or PETG? So here there is a small difference. Suppose that normally PETG is more easy to print as compared to ABS. ABS gets warped in open environment and sometimes little difficult to print ABS. PETG is very easy to print. That's why we recommend. Suppose that if someone needs to print like a stronger and durable part, I suggest normally to print in PETG material in 3D printing industry. So here is one more difference. Suppose that if you have to print some heat resistant component, then you should go for ABS plastics. Then there is a TPU material. TPU is like nothing but thermoplastic polyurethane. It's a flexible material. Suppose that if you want to create any complex like any geometry that should bend, then you can print with the TPU material. Then there is material polycarbonate. Polycarbonate is nothing but it's quite a strong material and it heat resistant material as well. So glass transition temperature of this polycarbonate is 147 degrees Celsius. Suppose that if you are making any object which should be heat resistance, you can go with polycarbonate material. Then there is a carbon fiber material. Suppose that if you are making any object that should be lightweight and strong, then you should go with carbon fiber material. Currently, a lot of drone industries are using this carbon fiber material for their parts. Then there is a conductive material. So some people are using it for PCB parts, PCB designing and all conductive filaments. Then there is metallic filaments, would glow in the dark. So this is just like textured, and wood filament, it will it gives feel like wood types of. As I informed you, I'll explain about the STL file and the G-code file, right? So STL file is simple portable format used in computer-aided design to define the solid geometry of 3D printable parts. It represents the surface of an object as a mesh of tiny triangles, such as each sharing edges and vertices with its neighbor to create the complete shape. So these things we are using most 3D printer require an STL file as an input, and they actually as I told you that we use different CAD software. It could be anything, either SolidWorks, CATIA, Pro E, and in sculpting Maya, ZBrush. And after this, we have to convert, we have to generate STL file, and then once STL file generated, then we actually make G code. So G code we make with the help of some slicing software. So G code we also call it RS-274. It is also widely used programming language for numerical control machines. So we sell 3D printers as well. So this is all about technology. If you have any questions, you can ask. Hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. Dear participants, if you have any questions, ask to him.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening. Are you from industrial background, sir? No?
Yes.
Do you have any one in Pune whom
Yes.
I want to visit in the?
Yes. So actually our head office in Mumbai, and we have offices pan
Okay.
India. So we have office in Pune as well. So
Okay, sir.
yeah, you can share
Can
your
I
number
visit
with.
there?
Yes, sir. So actually, we have a experience center pan India like Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, and Vijayawada, and Indore, Andhra, Ahmedabad. So you can visit over there. We have more than 20 3D printers, and in our experience center, so you can see all the technologies working there like FDM and SLA. Majorly, we focus on FDM and SLA because it is being used in educational industry as well.
Okay, sir. So please share your contact details and something so that I can connect with you.
Sure. So actually, Lakshman sir have my number, I think. So he will share, or you can also save a number with by Lakshman sir. I'll ask my Pune team to give you invite.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. My name is VG Brother from PDA College of Engineering, Gulbarga, Karnataka. So I
Okay,
want to
sir.
ask a question. Whether
Please, sir.
purchasing a resin printer or a FDM printer, which is a better choice?
Sir, it depends on our applications. So suppose
Okay.
that if I'm a beginner, normally I'll go for FDM printer, sir. But if I am like a little bit like I know the technology, how technology works, and I want to use it for some complex geometry, and I want some better finishing. So and basically SLA printer now it is used for some precise part which
Okay.
requires more precision and finishing. So normally people go for SLA printing when they require this thing. If you are
Okay.
beginner, you are just hobbyist or you are educational purpose, then normally you go for FDM printing. So
Okay. The cost of resin is quite costlier compared to the coils whatever you get on a FDM printer.
currently no sir, like as I told in the presentation as well, because we have launched LCD type printers, which is cheaper in the market, like very cheaper, and currently resins are also coming in a very cheaper rate, like around 1,000 to 2,000 rupees only.
Okay.
But what I
So
mean that
what is the
print, please sir.
okay? So go on. Go
So
on.
in SLA printing, actually it is very easy, sir, to print something. After printing, we have to do post processing as well. So post processing means we use actually extra setup for curing and washing. So only thing you have
Okay.
to do. And sometimes you have to take care of the machine maintenance as well. Like you have to take care of that LCD. Sometimes you have to ensure that we use APP in the tank, below the tank. So we ensure that APP is not broken and there is no scratch on the APP. So something which we have to take care of that. So if we are able to take care, then LCD like a resin printer is also good, sir, to start with.
Okay. What is the life of a filament coil? For what duration we can keep the coil
You
filament?
can keep coil for like some 6 months or like, but like what happened that lot of thermoplastics are hygroscopic in the nature. Suppose that if I open thermoplastics and I'll keep it in the air for a long time, so it will get brittle. So for that we supply filament dryers, sir. So like filament dryer is used to absorb the moisture of the filament, and then you can use it. Suppose that if you have used any filaments and it is open for longer duration, so what you can do, you can dry with the help of filament dryer and then you can use it. So it will not damage your printer components as well, and it will give the same finishing as well.
So what is the cost of a dryer?
So filament dryer comes in
What?
4,000 to 10,000 rupees, sir. Different variety comes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And the
Okay.
filament life
Okay.
is suppose that if you don't open the filament saw, and suppose that if you have purchased a bulk quantity and if you don't open, then it will be there till 6 months without any hiccups, because actually we give a silica gel inside that filament box. So if it is there, then it will absorb the moisture. Nothing is there.
Yes. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Any other query? So we have experience center in Bangalore as well. Suppose that if you are from Karnataka, you can visit over there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think no one have any queries, sir.
Okay, okay.
You may leave now from this session, sir.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Participants, you are also leave from this session.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So what about